Hey guys, I'm Michael.
And Tony, what's up?
Welcome to MT Podcast. So, we got.
You go.
No, you go. Go ahead.
A lot has happened the past week. A lot. But it's been fun.
It was birthday time. Birthday party time.
Woo.
Oh, woo. Anyways, we spent over $1,000 just doing random bullshit. Look, more than $1,000. I know that's like, what? $1,000 like nothing. That's the most I've ever spent for my birthday. But that includes going out to eat at different restaurants, day and night. That is getting snacks here and there. That is, you know.
We did the steaks the one night you guys seen.
Yeah. We did, well, they didn't see the steaks. All they saw was the grill.
Oh, yeah, they didn't see the steaks.
So
we did steaks, though.
Steaks, salad, baked potato. Loaded baked potato, actually.
But what most people would call probably a normal dinner, we called we went all out.
Yeah.
For us, it's going all out. For someone else, it might be a normal dinner.
But today,
It's been a great day.
today was supposed to be the last day of Fun Day. Today was supposed to have been me and Tony and Kat to go fishing.
Woo.
Well, that didn't happen.
Not at all.
We woke up at 10 a.m. and Tony was already semi-awake, and I said, "Hey, Tony, come here." He goes, "Can't wait. I got shit."
Not exact words, but
Not exact words, but he had shit. So I was like, "Yeah, go use the bathroom and then come back." So he come back. I'm telling him, "I don't know about fishing today, man. It's kind of raining outside." Of course, here it wasn't raining like super bad, but it was
sprinkling out.
It was sprinkling. So I was like, you know what? We'd probably still do this. I looked at the location on the weather map, and it was showing, and it was supposed to pretty much be gone by 12 o'clock.
Well, 12 o'clock rolls around, and nope, still raining.
Well, this is what we did. We loaded everything up. We loaded the fishing poles. We loaded up the worms, the coolers, the ice.
Well, we came back for the worms, but
Oh, well, that's because we forgot the worms. But so we had to come back and get the worms. We got some weird worms, and if anybody's ever fished with them, let me know. But they're night crawlers, but they're garlic. Was it just garlic?
I don't know.
It's just garlic something. Anyways, they're live worms, but they're like smell. They got like some kind of garlic smell with them or something. I don't know.
I don't know what's on that. Garlic into it, or if that's just their normal scent.
We bought it at Walmart, so
No. Ain't no telling.
but
Walmart.
no, we anyways, so we got everything up, and then it wound up not being able to fish at all because it just ran all day long.
It was pouring.
So I'm going to show you guys a video of my local fire chief and what he had to say today about the flash flooding. My bad.
Hi, I'm Matt Arnold, Fire Chief for the City of Sanford. We just wanted to give you an update on the situation in the downtown area. The waters are receding. This was a flash flood, so the waters very quickly rise and very quickly recede. But the situation is not over. We do expect to have some more rain tonight and over the next several days. When these things happen, we ask that you don't try to come to the scene and look. You stay in your homes, and by all means, do not try to drive through flooded waters. When that happens, we've got to come out and rescue you, and that puts a lot of people in danger. So we ask that you stay home. If you have an emergency, please dial 911, and they will get us out to you. Today, we've received help from our partners from Emergency Management, Cypress Point Fire Department, North Chatham Fire Department with their swift water rescue teams, and Pocket Fire Department with their boat from Lee County. Again, just want to give you an update of the situation here this evening. We do expect some more rain, so please try to stay in your homes and do not come out and try to look at the damage, as the floodwaters could quickly rise again.
Like you see there, our chief pretty much told us, or your fire chief pretty much told us, stay at home. As you can see in the video, we had some flooding going on.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. There's a few houses that were flooded. A bunch of cars were flooded around town.
There was a couple spots just driving uptown earlier, like just either going to the grocery store or just going up with gas or going to get food or something. It was like there was a couple detours. Like I ended up getting stopped and had to go down a whole different neighborhood and stuff because there was a fire truck cut in the middle because of how flooded that certain area was. And then they had ran uptown or something too. And
yeah, we went to go get Arby's.
They ran through like some flooded areas too.
We
Probably
had to
worse
turn
than I
around.
did.
Yeah, we had to turn around. And Kat was driving, so she's got this big fear of driving over, flooded roads, which I don't blame her. I mean, it can be dangerous. But
Tires aren't made for that.
so we wound up turning around a couple different, twice. We had to go through twice. We had to turn around. One time the sheriff's department was directing traffic. It was bad. I mean, people's yards were flooded. I mean,
Yep.
it was like, hey, oh look, we can go fishing there. There's a pond there now. Not really, but
Just exaggerating, making jokes, but
I mean, it was water was everywhere. And like I said, we wound up getting all of our stuff together, the fishing poles and
the
bait and bait and tackle box and damn ice and the coolers and
we were ready.
we were ready. And it just
Kind of got rained out.
we went to our spot, and when we got there, it just wasn't no good. So we just come on home.
Yep.
But we tried to go fishing.
Yep. We still went out there.
We tried.
So,
But good thing is, I read online is the reason those night crawlers, those worms, the reason that they're stored in a refrigerator is for them to last longer. So from what I read online is they can stay alive up to 2 weeks in the refrigerator.
but the question is, how long have they been in Walmart's fridge before they come to ours?
That is a good question.
I ain't dig about that. We were
I
talking
think
about it.
about
I
that,
was
yeah.
like, because they're probably already been a refrigerator for 2 weeks at Walmart, and then we're expecting they'll still be alive for another 2 weeks, and they may die in the next couple of days to a week, But
And if
hopefully
they
we
do-
can use them.
And if they do, oh well, we only spent like $10 for two cartons of worms.
I mean, you can still use them. I mean, they'll just be dead, It'd be almost like using fake bait, but real still.
Well, I got fake bait out there.
Yeah, no. It'll just be real live fake worms at that point.
So Tony, let me ask you, what was your favorite out of everything we did for my birthday? What was your favorite?
Food.
Okay, are you serious?
No, I'm just picking. I thought it'd be funny to say that coming from me. Honestly, the bowling was probably the funnest thing, honestly, for me, because I haven't gone in a while. It was nice just to kind of just go out, do something kind of fun. We don't normally get to go out and do stuff like that, so it was kind of cool to just go out and, go bowling for a little bit and have fun. So I enjoyed that. I mean, I enjoyed every part of this week, honestly. It was fun just kind of chill at home, relax, and, get some food, go out different places, and, bowling and all that. And,
How funny was it to you when we took the Delta 8?
oh, that was hilarious.
Y'all
fun.
couldn't really tell in the video because I had already cut the video at that point. But after I cut the video, after we started, we stopped playing Uno, it really hit us, dude. We were talking out of our fucking mind, whispering
It was
and
fun.
laughing. We couldn't stop laughing, and Tony was just sitting there laughing at us because we were laughing.
There was 2 points that I remember from that night. One, it started hitting Kat because she just stood up to do something, and you're like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "No." I was like, "Can you stand up?" No. She was just like almost stuck, and that was funny to me. And then the other part, I don't know if it was in the video or not, but he had grabbed my phone after a little bit. I played a song, and he's sitting here, and he's like, "Whoa, it's the coolest thing ever." And he's like, he said he was sitting there, he was hearing sounds and seeing colors and shapes and everything,
So like I don't even know what song he played, but it was off
It
camera.
was by Black Eyed Peas.
It was off camera.
It was one of those whatever, I can't think what kind of style that is. It was like the Black Eyed Peas usually do like
It
the old
almost
school
sounded
stuff.
like a hippie song almost.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not a hippie song.
Well, that sounded like it to me. Anyways, It was
You
off
were under the
camera.
influence.
It was off camera, and the reason it was off camera is because of course, we can't put any music, copyright and stuff. So,
We can always take the sound off.
anyway, so
Sound.
he was playing the music, and I took his phone all of a sudden, and I just put it in front of me like this, and I don't know, it sounded like spatial audio. I don't know if you guys have ever heard spatial audio, but it was very, very similar to that. It sounded like
It was almost like dubstep. That's what it was.
and it sounded like hippie, like I don't know how to explain it, but whenever I was listening to it, it sounded spatial, like all around me, immersive, and it made me start seeing. I was seeing these random shapes, and the outlines of the shapes were like green and yellow and blue, and it was just twirling around, and the background was like different colors, and it was, man, I was just tripping.
So apparently Black Eyed Peas is now hippie music. And it's not even close to that.
And then out off camera, so after everything was said and done, and we were like really fucked, I had got the munchies. I mean, I've smoked real weed before and never got the munchies before. And I always thought people were like bullshit when they're like, oh yeah, you get the munchies. I got the fucking munchies off that shit. And I wound up ordering 5 sandwiches and 6 hash browns from McDonald's. And then Tony ordered a regular combo.
Cat got really
Cat got a regular combo plus an additional 2 hash browns.
And in the mix, you still got another one of those sandwiches was a combo for you.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Because you had the hash browns, because you got a sweet tea as well. So somewhere in the mix, you had to make one of those sandwiches a combo.
Oh yeah, I made a combo.
That's what I was
One of
saying.
them, a combo,
Yeah, that's
but
what I was
all
saying.
together, it was like
Yeah.
5 sandwiches and 6 hash browns. So I only ate like 3, maybe 4 of the sandwiches, and I gave the rest to Dixie. And I gave Tony like 2 or 3. How
You
many
gave me
hash
2
browns?
hash browns.
I gave him 2 hash browns. I think I gave Cat 1 hash brown. But I didn't eat all of it. But while I was high, and I was sitting there ordering on the app, and I made Tony go get it because we don't drink and drive, and we don't drive actually at all under any kind of influence. You got to be responsible. But
I'm sure I got some weird looks probably when I pulled up to the drive-thru with his order, and they see me, and they're like, "Did this fool just order like 10 hash browns and like 7 sandwiches and a whole freaking like pancakes and sausage and all eggs and all that, like a whole freaking like meal, and had like 3 or 4 drinks and all that." I was like, I'm sure somebody, and it was like at like 4, almost going on 5 in the morning. So I'm sure somebody either,
well, it just turned 4 because remember we were watching the clock.
yeah,
We were literally watching. It was like 3:58, and we were waiting for 2 minutes to go by because McDonald's starts serving breakfast at 4 a.m.
oh boy,
So- So we were waiting for 2 minutes. So it was like 4 o'clock. The time Matt got done ordering, it was maybe like 4:20 or something. Hey, 4:20.
don't worry.
Anyways.
Yeah, he was definitely on for some 420. Definitely on some 420 now.
Oh, dude, it was so funny. Oh, everything about that night was hilarious.
And then everybody started passing out around like 6:30
a.m.
And we started everything at like, what, midnight, I think?
Yeah, exactly.
So-
On the dot, midnight.
We started at midnight and went all the way to about 6, a little after 6 pretty
We
much.
partied for 6 hours.
And then we partied for about 5 and then 8 for the last hour. And then halfway through it, Cat knocked out, and then me and him were sitting there talking and eating, And then,
Oh, tell me about the Gordon Ramsay thing. Tell me about the Gordon Ramsay thing.
oh yeah, and so this is probably going on around like 5:30 or whatever. And he was like, here, you put on whatever you want. He was like, I'm probably gonna sleep for a little bit.
No, not that.
No, that's what it was.
The Gordon Ramsay married, taking.
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was that time, about that time. And I took the remote, switched over TV from where we were watching, and switched it to Gordon Ramsay, the Hotel Hells, his series they used to do. And there was one, I can't remember the exact episode, but it was this married couple and stuff that had ran a restaurant, and they were, I guess, having some struggles after a little bit, and so they called Ramsay to come help them out and stuff. Well, when Ramsay comes into these restaurants to help him out in the series, he goes individually and talks to almost every person individually just about, and tries to kind of get a full picture and like a full thing. So he's not just getting a one-sided story. He gets kind of a little bit from everybody, so he can kind of get the full picture of what's going on. And he's talking to the wife, and I had made some joke or something and said, I was like, man, I was like, look at Ramsay over there going, he's taking a married man's wife. And this man's over there about half asleep. He wakes up. He's like, that is messed up, man.
I was like, I'm mad at Gordon Ramsay. That's messed. He shouldn't be taking another man's wife.
And he was like in and out of it, but he was saying that. And then after a couple minutes, I was like, no, he's just talking to the man. He's not taking his wife. He's like, oh, okay, that's better, because that's messed up if he did that.
I mean, he had me going. I mean, I was mad.
He was actually getting mad at Ramsay.
I was getting mad at Gordon Ramsay. Hey, you can't take that man's wife.
I was like, why not? It's Gordon Ramsay, you know. But I had turned into a joke, but this man was actually getting mad. I was like, all right, time the joke's over. Joke's over. Time to turn it off.
No, you didn't turn it off. I went to sleep. I just
Yeah,
went up,
you
falling
know.
asleep.
Yeah, he ended up just
I was
falling
in and
asleep.
out of sleep, and he was making these jokes, and I was in and out of sleep catching them. Because I'd go to sleep, and he'd say something to wake me up, and I'd hear him, and then I would respond back to him, and I wasn't even watching what was going on TV, but...
Nah. But it was funny, honestly. It really was. Stuff like that. That whole night was funny. Definitely.
I mean, you guys got to finally see Kat on the bowling video. She was a little self-conscious, and she's like, is there any way you can edit me out? I'm like, not really. I don't really have the tools for that. But I don't think she looks bad, and Tony don't think she looks bad. And I'm sure some of y'all, you know, I mean, we're all fat, sure, but we're not like, we don't look disgusting fat,
No.
you know. But oh, it's been a week, that's for sure.
It definitely has been. So sadly, I gotta go back to work. But I've enjoyed it, honestly.
Cat's
Enjoyed
still
this time
off for the rest of the week.
I've enjoyed this time, but time to go back. Need to make more money.
Well,
Yeah.
you're making money anyways. You had paid time off.
Yeah, but I won't see it until like actually get paid.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't get added up until later on. So.
Yeah. So regardless, I mean, Tony still has more PTO still, but
I have a little bit, not much, but it's probably only enough to take like maybe another 2 days off, maybe.
it's either is it tomorrow or Saturday? You got to go to your sister's graduation.
Saturday.
Saturday. So it's still, you know, Tony's supposed to have worked Saturday, but his boss let him off to go to a sister's.
Oh, I'm not
graduation.
off. I still gotta work.
So what are you like going to work and then like?
I'm closing.
Oh, okay. So you're going during the morning time.
Yeah, her graduation's in the morning.
Yeah, and then
go hang out with them for a little bit, and then after that, come home,
Okay.
change, and then go to work. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so your boss just basically switched your schedule from morning to night.
He literally knocked off 2 hours, and he wrote out the schedule. And when I told him about it, he's like, "Okay, because it just come in at 3."
Because his
Wow.
boss has also got, I think, the same day graduation to go to. So
Yeah.
They both have to go to their family members' graduation.
Yep.
So, you know what? I don't know if I should say this or not, but I'm very surprised his sister graduated.
A lot of us are. That's okay.
Take that how you please. But I'm very surprised she graduated.
She made
That
it.
girl look at you like, what you mean? You explain something and she's like, what you mean? I sit there and blink at you. Like, what you mean, what do I mean? I just told you. It's like, I don't understand. La 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 la. Back to my game. Girl.
But she's a teenager still too, so technically. She's still in that
She's
teenage.
18.
She's in that teen. Well, that's still teenage years.
She just turned 18. How long ago? A couple months, ain't it? Like 2 months?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, 3 months. But yeah, poor girl. Oh man, oh man, oh man. See, when we was going to go fishing, I had thought about going live when we fished. That would have been fun to go live.
Oh yeah, definitely would have been fun.
Oh,
But the weather was like, nope, y'all ain't doing nothing today.
I tell you, you know, I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're both kind of wore out. Well, when we have went hard and fast, and this whole week, I mean, we've been.
We've been doing stuff nonstop. Just about the moment we wake up, we've been doing something.
I mean, literally, not exaggerating. The moment we wake up, all right, let's get dressed, let's go.
We're going here, or we're doing this, or hey, we gotta go here. Hey, you gotta go grab this first.
My poor car. I feel like my poor car was like, help me.
Probably is.
We've put over 1,000 miles on my car just this week.
Yep. I believe it.
I mean, I think I looked at earlier. I think we put like 1,200 miles this week on the car, going different places and doing different things, going out of the city
Yep.
and that you guys saw that little video of us at CC's Pizza on the that arcade game, the Jurassic Park arcade. That was part of my early birthday too.
Yep.
Man, we've been going hard.
We definitely need to go back to Susie's again.
Me and Kat almost went today. Almost. We literally had the directions up on the screen. Apple CarPlay, and we were going, and then I was like, I don't know, all this flooding and shit.
Yeah.
It'd probably be hard to get, go all the way to Fayetteville.
I don't know. Because it was all around this way, so I don't know. It might have been clear probably out that way.
So we just decided just to go to Arby's instead. But we were going to go to CC's.
I'm curious. Probably, I don't know. It might have been clear out there as well.
The bottom.
Oh, no, it's raining out there too.
Yep.
So, but was there? Oh, I can't see.
It was earlier. I got like surrounding areas like Fayetteville, Cary, Raleigh,
Yep.
Lillington, like stuff like that. I've got like alerts set up on my phone for surrounding areas.
Yeah.
So I was getting a lot of flash flood warnings for all the different cities and counties around.
So
me,
yeah, you still would have been flooded out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And hell, the Spring Lake area.
Yeah.
Obviously you see that's bad for flooding too.
Yeah.
So,
That's crazy.
but
A whole flash flood in North Carolina, just about. At least the center part of it.
I wonder if Western North Carolina's getting it. I think they are too.
Apparently. And it just came out of that hole.
Yeah, they come out with all that.
And they're probably getting hit left and right with different,
What I think sad is, as far back as I remember, we've had a Democratic governor of North Carolina. As far back as I can remember, and that is, we need a Republican, and we always had Mark Robinson. And the crazy thing is, that election had to be rigged because everybody I talked to, everybody Tony talked to, everybody that Tony talked to, everybody in North Carolina was talking about they were voting for Mark Robinson.
Yep.
Now you had a few of them people who said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna vote for Josh Stein." Something was rigged. Just like who was it? Was before Roy Cooper versus who was it? God, what was his name?
I can't think that one.
It was the last time. Anyways, that wasn't that long ago. Maybe like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And we had a Republican running against
Cooper.
Governor Roy Cooper. He's Democrat too. And it's just something just ain't right, man. We're not a Democratic state. Well, I tell you what, our state's half and half. We got, the southern part of North Carolina, we're pretty much all Republican kind of thing. At least 95% of us are Republican in the southern part of North Carolina. But the northern part of North Carolina, that's when you get, your city goers, like your people in Raleigh, and then the people up towards the West Virginia line. If anybody knows that, West Virginia is pretty much a Democratic state.
Yeah.
So you're going up towards that way. So yeah, I mean, our state's pretty much half and half. But I feel like Republicans, we're not the minority. We are the majority.
Yep, pretty much.
So, and especially, I mean, you look at the vote total now that we have for Trump.
Yeah.
Look at the whole state. Us Republicans, we're not something just small. We're not a minority anymore.
Wow.
But regardless, if we didn't have a Democratic governor, I think the western part of North Carolina would have already been fixed.
All that would have been taken care of a lot sooner.
We would have
Everything would have been back to normal. Families would have been saved and all that, and people would have actually been able to get out of,
Well, that part wasn't Josh Stein's fault. That was Governor
No.
Roy Cooper's, and that was FEMA's.
That's what I'm saying.
Cooper and FEMA's problem.
But I'm saying
Whenever all that
I'm
happened.
saying if we had somebody else besides Cooper.
Well, we got Josh Stein right now.
I know that, but I'm saying beforehand when all that had happened.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying if we would have had a Republican back?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that would have been taken care of a lot sooner.
Oh, yeah.
Because stuff didn't actually get done until, I'll be honest, like there was little things happening, but not until Trump actually stepped in office. That's when things started actually getting happening. Because he actually came to North Carolina himself out that way and was like, we need to take care of this.
If you look back on the timeline, so Trump became president, the first thing he did was come to Western North Carolina.
And he took care of what he
And
did.
he did a little speech in Western North Carolina. He looked at the damage. He started signing executive orders for help for us.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, I want to say like a month later, after that, our new Democratic governor, Josh Stein, started putting different things into play, different actions trying to help. Well, how come Josh Stein didn't do something first? He's more local than the president is. Come on now. I tell you who really cares.
Yeah.
Our own damn governor don't give a shit about us.
No.
But the president gives a shit about us.
Yeah.
So, and then the fact that FEMA was talking, there's investigation right now into FEMA, the FBI, the fact that FEMA, this is before Trump was elected, FEMA, anybody that had a Trump sign on their yard, FEMA wasn't helping anybody that had a Trump sign on their yard.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't do that.
No.
No.
I think some of FEMA was like taking money and stuff too, like what they were supposed to go out there and use. I think they were taking it for themselves or using it for other stuff.
And they were. That's part of the shit that Doge, that Elon Musk had uncovered. And a lot of that shit has came to light, and a lot of people is in trouble right now for that.
Yep. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
But you know, I don't think we got on here to talk politics. I mean, I could probably go all day and talk about politics, but
It just kind of got brought up because of the rain.
because of the
Talking
rain.
about, all of North Carolina getting hit, and then thinking about, western side, what happened to them.
Anyways,
One day it'll be back to normal.
I'm glad. There's some things. I'll say this, and then we'll pretty much end the video.
Yeah.
I think I am the hardest Trump supporter you'll ever meet. I go hard for Trump. Somebody's gonna make a perverted joke out of that, haha. But
Trump's your daddy.
Trump is my daddy.
Trump's
Actually,
your daddy.
hey,
Trump's your daddy.
who do we call daddy in this
Trump's your
household?
daddy.
Who do we call daddy in this household?
You?
Other than me.
Well, I don't say that, but some of the other people do in this house. Trump.
Yeah, Trump is daddy in this household. We got a clock on the wall. It's an analog clock. And every hour on the hour, it says twice, "We will make America great again."
I regret showing him the clock some days. I'm the one that showed him the clock, and then literally like the next week after, he went up there and bought it. Because he came home, "Hey boy, look at my new clock!" Oh Lord.
But anyway, I'll say this. Trump's been in office for a few months now, give or take 5 months or so, something like that.
He's done more.
No, listen to what I can say. Some of the stuff he's done, I think is absolutely stupid. Like, signing executive orders for the bald eagle to become America's #1 bird. Okay.
That's important.
Well, I don't know.
That's important.
And then the whole sign an executive order to make plastic straws a thing again instead of paper straws.
Yeah, 'cause
Now,
the paper ones suck.
Now, I will say this, paper straws did suck. They'd get wet, and then within 5 minutes, you start drinking out of your soda again.
You
And,
couldn't drink out of it.
but, I mean, it was stupid stuff like that. I mean, I understand he was undoing the things that Joe Biden did. I understand that. But it was some of the tiny, stupid stuff like that I was like, okay, I can understand where that might fit in eventually. But, dude, you got 4 years for small stuff like that. Now, if you guys look under Trump, we've already started drilling already, and our gas prices already come down by at least 50 cents, at least
Yeah.
50 cents a gallon. And I mean, it's like
Well, compared to last year, like toward the end of last year, it was like 3 something.
like 370 or something.
Yeah, and now we're hitting around like 280, 290. It just kind of fluctuates.
So,
But that's because of holidays. That's what I've noticed.
but I mean, Trump has did some good stuff, but I think Trump knows because he don't have a full 8 years, he can't do what he wants to do in 8 years. And I think because his term was broken up 4 years, and then Joe Biden, and then now 4 years again. I think if he would have had 4 consecutive years, or 8 consecutive years altogether, 4 years consecutive each term, I think he'd be more energetic. And I don't know, man. He's still doing good things. He really is. He's still doing amazing things. He's still doing more things that Joe Biden's done. A whole lot more. But I just think he needs to get more on a roll. I mean, I'd like for the things to be like it was, but before COVID hit. Before COVID hit, Trump had this country the best thing we've ever had since Abraham Lincoln. So, but anyways, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I know a lot of facts, and I know a lot of different things, and I listen to a lot of different news outlets, I am non-biased. I'll listen to CNN. I'll listen to Fox. So I get, both sides. And I just go off of what makes sense. And so far, the Republican side makes more sense than Democrats. And I tell you, there was one thing that I did agree with that Joe Biden was trying to do. And, oh, you're a Democrat? No, I ain't no damn Democrat. But I believe this way for a very long time. I believe student debt should be erased. And I believe there should be such things as free college. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to make it quick. But if we have free college, that means that everybody and anybody can go to school. Imagine the potential growth America could have with everybody having a college education. Imagine. So yeah, I think if the government would give us free college, I think it would be great for us. What do you think about that?
I think there's a lot of people that don't go to college or drop out because of money. Because of money. But I kind of agree with that. I think if people had the choice to go to college and it was free, I'll be honest, I think as a nation as a whole, we probably would have our academics and everything would be probably almost at the top tier. We'd be up there because there's so many people that would go to school because it's free, and all the knowledge they take in, they'd be able to use that in actual real life work, and it would just increase businesses and places, and it would just rocket ship, boost it up.
You talking about successful? America would be so successful.
Yeah. There would be no question or doubt. We'd be the top.
The homeless people would be able to have homes again.
Yep.
If you had free college for even for people like the homeless. Yeah, it may stink. You may go to class and he may stink. He may be homeless, but hey, he gets that damn degree.
He'd be able to get his life around.
He'd be able to get his life around.
You wouldn't have to worry about stuff like that.
So
you never know. I mean, even some people I've seen, homeless people get out there and stuff, even just the access to a free bathroom or something, after a couple of days, he may not stink anymore. Because he'd be able to actually wash himself up. Yeah, he'd be in the bathroom, but, that's better than him stinking.
And that's okay, because I've seen videos where people sleep in their car, and they'll use like Circle K restrooms to wash up, or, have a membership at Planet Fitness where they can go shower and stuff like that. So,
there's still ways out there.
There's definitely ways to be able to
keep yourself
clean, and so but I feel like free college for people would be great, and that's something that is literally only thing that I believe that Joe Biden was trying to accomplish that would have been a good thing.
Yep.
The rest of it, nah. Anyways, I have rambled on.
You don't know when to stop some days.
I really don't. I like to talk. And if it wasn't for you guys' if it wasn't for you guys' sanity, I'd keep on talking. But anyway, since it has been quite a
We'd
while,
have probably 5-6 hour videos of him just talking.
probably.
At that point.
But since it has been a while, again, my name is Michael,
Tony.
and peace. It's remote, damn remote.